Do you sometimes feel alone, lost, or maybe even unsupported on your spiritual journey? Do you seek to find your tribe of like-minded souls that just simply get you, that understand what you're going through, that are on the same journey as you, where you can receive the guidance and the support that you're really looking for, and also that community to really belong to your tribe, so you don't have to feel all alone on this journey anymore? Oftentimes, as we're on this spiritual awakening journey, we are often finding ourselves to be quite alone, because oftentimes your family and friends, they are simply not on the same journey as you. They don't understand what you're going through. So you can feel very lonely when you're on this journey all on your own. And you may not even often feel unsupported because you have so many questions that stay unanswered, because you simply don't really have the guidance and support that you really need to really embrace this journey. And it can make this journey quite challenging and overwhelming. Now, spiritual awakening journeys, there are definitely the most exciting, life transformative journey that you could ever be on. But oftentimes, if you're going this journey all on your own, it can be quite challenging, overwhelming, lonely, and sometimes even frustrating. And which is why it's so important to find your tribe, to whether it's joining a spiritual community or creating your own community or just being part of a community of like-minded souls. And in this video, I want to share with you the key benefits of joining a spiritual community and how doing so can actually help you in so many ways. Because being part of a spiritual community can actually help you really elevate your consciousness. You then also receive the support that you need, and you also have that kinship with other like-minded souls that can make this journey so much easier and also more enjoyable as well. And I also want to introduce you to Transcendence, my brand new membership and spiritual community that the doors have just opened. And I just want to introduce you to that and potentially even invite you to check it out, to maybe join if that resonates with you. But let me share with you the key benefits of joining a spiritual community, whether it's Transcendence or any other spiritual community. So you have some insights into what you can really gain by joining a spiritual community. First and foremost, when you join a spiritual community, you get the support and encouragement, because as you're on your spiritual journey, you're going to come up with a lot of hurdles, a lot of challenges, a lot of questions that you simply don't have answers to. There's going to be overwhelm. There's going to be frustration. The spiritual awakening journey, when you're going this journey all on your own, can be very overwhelming, especially if you don't have that support in your life. Let's say your friends and family that just simply don't get you. They may look at you even funny because you're experiencing all these crazy things that they just simply don't resonate with. So you may not even share anything, or you hold back, or you even isolate yourself, or just kind of take a step back because you just feel like you don't fit in. But when you're joining a spiritual community, then you have that sense of belonging because you are surrounded by like-minded souls that are going through the exact same thing as you, and even other things. So you can always receive that emotional and spiritual support by being part of a community. You then also get that encouragement during challenging times. Let's say you're going through a darkness of the soul, or you're going through a lot of ups and downs and energetic ups and downs. I remember the beginning when I started my spiritual awakening journey, I was feeling so much that made no sense to me. I mean, thankfully I had a mentor at that time, so I was bugging her quite a lot, and she was giving me the support that I needed to really make sense of all that I was experiencing. And that's what you can get by being part of a spiritual community. And with Transcendence, my membership that just opens its doors, we actually have weekly live mentor calls where you can get the support that you need. There are also monthly workshops as well to also receive support and guidance and teachings and healings. And it's truly a powerful way to get that consistent support and encouragement on your journey. Then secondly, you also have access to more of a collective wisdom and experience, because all the members within a community, they have their own experience. They have their own modalities that they have learned. So there's that collective wisdom that you can tap into, because if you have questions, if you need guidance, you can always ask within a community to receive insights, to receive guidance. So you can actually tap into the wisdom of many different individuals to receive the support that that you need. And of course, also in the community leader then as well, whether it's you're joining me in Transcendence and you're getting guidance from me, or if you're joining any other community. But you can tap into that collective wisdom. Most of those communities or memberships, like Transcendence, for example, there are also courses included, there are teachings included, there are workshops and other lessons to teach you what you need to know, what is most important for you to know to really help you on your path. But you then also maybe can share resources and courses and books and things like that to really help you on your path moving forward. Then thirdly, you also have accountability, which will help you really stay motivated on your path. Because like I mentioned, like being on a spiritual awakening journey comes with a lot of hurdles and obstacles and challenges that can make it quite challenging to really move forward. And especially, let's say you are feeling called to really embrace your soul's higher calling, but you're quite afraid to really step outside of your comfort zone, right? Being part of a community can help you really give you that gentle, supportive nudge to move forward. That also the accountability to help you really stay on track with the things that you feel called to step into and go after and call forth. So accountability is really big key, and especially if you have that on an ongoing basis. That's why with Transcendence, you get the weekly calls and then also monthly workshops. And I also include monthly challenges to really just integrate the learnings and things like that to really help you on your path. But having that ongoing support is really what makes a big difference. I remember whenever I didn't have a mentor or I wasn't part of a community and I was really all on my own, I mean, I'm the kind of person, I'm very accountable. I usually, whenever I set out to do something, I could just get stuff done. But there's also been times when I was holding back, when I was talking myself out of things. And that's the support that you can then also get, the accountability by joining such a membership or a community where you can then really stay on track with what you set out for you to create, to do, to step into. It just helps you stay motivated to really continue on your path. And with regular check-ins, you can really get that accountability. You can even maybe connect with other like-minded souls within the community to maybe become accountability partners as well. So you get even more support as well. And then the fourth benefit is that you also then experience enhanced personal and spiritual growth, because then you also get to learn and experience the challenges that other members have, and you get to learn how they are making it through it. You receive that guidance from them too, like through their challenges. You get to learn, you get to grow. And most of these communities or memberships, like for example Transcendence, with these additional courses that are included, with the weekly calls, the monthly workshops and all of that, you also then get the teachings that will help you then evolve then as well. So being part of a spiritual community can really help you grow on a personal level, because you're learning a lot, you're experiencing a lot, you're learning about other people's challenges, you're learning and growing through their challenges, and also on a spiritual level, because being part of a community like that, and especially with the resources that usually are included within such a community, it can help you also raise in frequency. It raises your consciousness. Like part of my community, part of Transcendence, there are also these healing sessions. Like each week we have these weekly calls, not just for coaching and guidance and teachings, but also deep inner healing. So you can come on the call and say, hey, this is what I'm struggling with, and then I will assist you with deep inner healing. So there's so much usually included in a membership or in a community that can help you really grow tremendously on a personal level and on a spiritual level. And a great benefit of Transcendence is that we also host monthly challenges where on a day-to-day basis, you're going to be tasked or challenged to perform something, whether it's a daily meditation practice or journaling practice or something like that, to then really help you integrate the learnings, the teachings, the growth to transform and transcend your life. Then the fifth and final benefit that I want to mention is that you then also have that sense of belonging. Like I mentioned at the beginning, spiritual awakening journeys are often quite lonely because you often don't really have the support system in your life. The people in your life don't always understand or get you, or maybe if they do, then they do also have their own stuff going on. So it may not be supporting you the way you would like to feel supported. And you may even have that sense of not belonging to your own family, to your own friends, because you're just feeling so disconnected because you're on the spiritual path and they're not. not. And by joining a community, you have that sense of belonging because you are surrounded by people that are on the same path as you. Some they're more behind you, some are way ahead of you, some are like around the same kind of level as you are, but there are members in there from all walks of life on the spiritual journey. So you have that sense of belonging. And that in itself makes a huge difference, because oftentimes when you're experiencing certain things, whether it's you're just being absolutely challenged by the cosmic events and everything like that, and you feel like, oh my God, this is just me. But then you're hearing other people talk about, yes, you know what, I'm experiencing the same thing. You're like, okay, it's not just me. I feel a little better, right? Have you ever had that where you heard someone else talk about something that you're experiencing, like, okay, well, it's not just me, right? It just instantly made you feel a little better because you realize that you're not the only one that is experiencing this. There are many others that are also going through what you're going through. Just knowing that can make this journey also much easier and more joyful as well. And also, being part of a community then also helps you build meaningful connections. Maybe even lifelong friends. You can maybe even meet your next collaboration partner, where you can collaborate with others on certain things. I have met different people in communities that I didn't collaborate with before, whether it's through podcast episodes from what I did before, or some other projects, or just really being accountability partner. And that's really what's really available to you when you join a community like that, a spiritual community, because there are all kind of people in there that are on the same path as you. It's the same with transcendence. There is a private community where you can also connect more with other members, so you can make those friends, so you can create that connection with other members, and you feel that sense of belonging. So I really hope that I inspired you to maybe look into joining a spiritual community, whether it's my Transcendence or any other community, because it can really make your journey much easier and more joyful as well. And you get to grow tremendously by joining a spiritual community based on what I just shared with you as well. And if you would like to learn a little bit more about Transcendence, there's a link in the description below where you can find out all about the benefits, what's included. And just to give you a quick overview, there are two paths that you can choose from. The first path is really just self-study, self-support kind of program where you have access to an online portion, online courses. There's also, you have access to the monthly workshops. But then there's second path, it's more of that more fully supported, where you have weekly calls, the monthly workshops. There's the private community. We also then have monthly challenges to really keep you engaged, to really help you really integrate all the teachings that you get to experience, to really help you transcend into a higher way of being. So you can find out more about all what I just shared with you if you just click the link in the description below and potentially even decide to join. If you're really looking for a community, if you're looking for like-minded people, then Transcendence might just be what you're looking for. So I want to invite you, check out the link in the description below and tune in to see, does this resonate with you? If you're getting sort of that inner nudge that, yes, this sounds right, then I want to invite you to really consider joining us, because it will be the beginning of an exciting journey for you where you get to really transcend into a higher way of being. So if that's of interest to you, then I definitely want to invite you. Click the link below, check out all the details about the two different paths that are available for you. And if it resonates with you, I want to invite you to maybe consider really joining us on this exciting journey. So thank you so much for being here. I really hope that you enjoyed this quick overview of the benefits of joining a spiritual community, and that I maybe inspired you to maybe consider that for yourself, whether it's you joining me in Transcendence or maybe looking for a different community, because Transcendence is not for everyone, and maybe there's a different one out there that is a better fit for you. Whichever way you go, it's perfectly fine, but I want to invite you to really consider being part of a community, because it will make your journey so much easier, so much more joyful, and again, you're not going to be feeling so alone on your journey. So thanks so much for watching. Now be sure to check out these two videos here. They can also assist you on your spiritual journey. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video, and hopefully maybe also inside Transcendence. But until then, make it an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.